Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever had one of those Mondays, the kind where it feels like the entire week's worth of chaos gets crammed into just a few hours? Yeah, me too. Well, today, we're diving into a story all about that feeling. It's a great listening practice, especially if you're around a B1 level. So maybe grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's jump right in. Seriously, why is it always Monday? It's a question we've all asked ourselves, right? You walk in with this perfect plan for your week, and then boom, before you've even had your first coffee, the plan is completely gone. That's exactly what our story is about today. All right, let's get into the story itself. For this first part, your only job is to listen. Don't worry about understanding every single word, just try to get the general idea of what's happening and how our main character is feeling. Okay, picture this. It's 8:58 a.m. I walk into the office, and it's nice and quiet. I'm 2 minutes early. It's a small victory, but hey, I'll take it. I get to my desk, sit down, and hear that familiar sound of my laptop starting up. I take this big, deep breath. The day feels like it's full of possibilities. And then, ping! You know that sound. That one little sound that can change everything. Before I've even opened a single document, it just cuts right through the quiet. We all know what that ping can mean on a Monday morning, don't we? It's a total wild card. And yep, the email subject line says it all. In all caps, urgent, meeting in 5 minutes. So just like that, my perfect peaceful morning is, well, it's over. I literally put my coffee down and join the meeting. So in the meeting, my manager starts with those words we all hate to hear. So we have a small problem. Uh-oh. We know small problem is never a small problem, right? Turns out our project deadline, which was supposed to be a whole week away, has been moved to this Wednesday. I'm just trying to process how that's even possible when my coworker Sam comes over. He asks for some quick help with his presentation. You know how quick help goes. An hour later, I'm finally done. And then my phone rings. It's HR. Apparently, there's a scheduling problem. Of course there is. It's Monday. I finally get back to my own desk. I look at the clock, it's 11:03 a.m. The morning's basically gone, and I've done zero work, nothing, on my main project. The one that's suddenly due in 2 days. But here's the weird thing. I'm not panicking. I'm not even that angry. I just kind of accept it. It's Monday. What are you gonna do? It's like a force of nature. So I take another really slow, deep breath, put on my headphones to tune everything else out, and I just say to myself, okay, let's try again. Okay, how was that? Great job just listening. Now let's do a super quick check to see what you caught from the story. Don't worry, this isn't a test. It's just a little practice. First question for you, what happened to the project deadline? Remember that small problem in the meeting? You got it. It was moved up from next week to this Wednesday. A huge change. All right, next one. What about Sam, the coworker? What did he need help with? Yep, he needed some help with a presentation. And last question. After all that chaos, how was our narrator feeling at the end? It's a little surprising, right? But yeah, they felt calm and just ready to start over. Awesome job. Now let's dig into some of the words from that story. We're going to look at 5 really useful words and phrases that you'll hear all the time in an office environment. First up, we have deadline. A deadline is just that final date or time when something has to be finished. It's a super common word at work. Like in our story, the huge problem was, the project deadline is now Wednesday. Next is the word urgent. When something is urgent, it means it needs your attention right now, immediately. It can't wait. Remember that email in the story? It was an urgent email. This one's a must-know, coworker. A coworker is just someone you work with in the same company. So in the story, Sam was the narrator's coworker. My coworker asked me for help. All right, let's talk about schedule. Your schedule is basically your plan for the day or week with all your meetings and tasks laid out with times and dates. Remember when HR called? They called about a scheduling problem. And for our last one, it's not just a word, but a whole phrase, to take a deep breath. And this one is so useful not just for work, but for life. It just means to breathe in and out slowly to help you relax and calm down. It's what our narrator did at the end to reset their day. When things get crazy, sometimes you just need to stop and take a deep breath. Okay, you've done some great listening, you've learned some new words, now it's your turn to speak. I'm going to say a sentence, and I want you to say it right after me. Just try to copy how it sounds. Ready? Let's do it. Okay, here's the first one. Say it after me. Let's focus on the deadline. Okay, here's the first one. Say it after me. Let's focus on the deadline. Ready for the next one? This feels like a typical Monday. Awesome. See? Doing this is a great way to build up your speaking confidence. All right, for our last part today, I've got a fun little challenge for you. It's a chance for you to take everything we've talked about and make it your own. So here's what I want you to do. Think about a busy day you've had at work or school. I want you to write just a few sentences about it, maybe 4 to 6. In your story, try to use at least 3 of the new words we learned today. So maybe deadline, urgent, or coworker. Tell us what happened and, how it made you feel. And hey, if you're feeling up to it, I would absolutely love it if you shared your story in the comments below. And that's it for us today. You did a fantastic job. Just remember, everybody has those crazy, chaotic Mondays. It's totally normal. But what really matters is how you handle it. So the next time your day feels like it's spinning out of control, just think about our story today. Take a deep breath and have a really great day.